Hi, it's Erik Kelly, and I'm honored to be your real estate resource. Whether it's here locally in Arizona or anywhere across the nation, we've got the right resources to connect you with to get you to where you want to go. I think consumer confidence is having a significant influence on our housing market of the moment, if you will. Now, overall, our housing market remains relatively constant. We're seeing slow but a little bit of steady or marginal appreciation. We did see some prices roll back in some different categories of housing, but a lot of that was due to people, sellers in particular, and maybe their agents who were desperate to get a listing, overpricing properties, and in some cases very dramatically overpricing properties. And so the idea of prices coming down is a little bit of a misperception. What's really happening is prices are recalibrating to where the market rate for specific home types or property types actually was. And had they been properly priced initially, they would have sold. But there's a big disparity in our market in particular right now between the price points of active listings, if you evaluate something like price per square foot, and the price point of the listings that are selling. So how you price your home in today's market is of critical importance. There are a number of factors that influence consumer confidence. Obviously, the performance of the stock market. In the US right now, we've got conversations around tariffs and the short and long-term impacts of those on cost of goods. There's also some economic uncertainty with unemployment rates and companies laying off and going through times of transition. And so all of those things are going to lead to a decline maybe in consumer confidence, and that's causing some home buyers to maybe pause for now or stay a little bit more patient in the process. That said, the motivations for people to move never change in any market. There's still the real life stuff that's happening. Relocations, job transfers, family dynamics, all of those things are continuing to be motivations for buyers and for sellers in the real estate market. I think for someone who's considering buying a home right now, there's mostly good news. And the good news is that we've seen an increase in inventory. In Arizona, it's up about 50% from a year ago. Now, that sounds kind of dramatic, but the reality is that's just bringing us back to a balanced market. So based on the population size of Metro Phoenix, for example, our current inventory is in alignment with what would be a balanced housing market. What that means for a home buyer is there's more choices right now. And because the rate of home buying has been fairly flat over the last couple of years, that means that buyers are more patient in the process, and there's opportunity for the buyers that are in the market right now. And things like interest rates, which have strongly influenced buying decisions, I believe, people that have been way more patient in the process because they couldn't quite stomach the higher interest rates that we've seen over the last couple of years. But those are relatively temporary. They may stay the same, but they could improve. And if they improve, what we're going to see is an influx of buyers, because I do believe there's a lot of pent-up demand in the market. All of those real-life factors are still happening. And even though people have been patient in the process, as those factors accumulate in life, there's more and more pressure to actually make the move. So if we see a dramatic shift in interest rates, what's going to happen is an influx of buyers, and it's going to get very, very competitive very, very quickly. I think it's very important to have a clear understanding of the current market or the market of the moment, whether you're a home buyer or a home seller. So my best advice would be get educated, find a real estate professional that you trust, or call on us. We would be honored to serve in that role for you. Find out exactly what the market influences are right now in the segment of the market that's most important to you. Because, for example, if you're selling a luxury home, what's happening in the condo market right now is irrelevant to you. So find out what's happening in the market as it relates specifically to your situation and your personal priorities, and then based on that, you're equipped to make an informed decision. If you'd like to know more about what's going on in the current market, or you'd like to schedule a personal consultation just to review what your options are right now, what some of your needs are, or just questions that you have, I'm happy to chat with you. Just schedule a call with us, hop on my calendar, we'll get together and chat through it together.